Okay, we're live. Alright, so we are
Alrighty.
live in severe weather mode. Yeah, we have a thunderstorm. Okay.
Yeah, we have a thunderstorm. That's a good way of explaining it. Um, do you have your radar up?
I do.
All right. Which storm are you on?
South Dakota.
All right, the South Dakota storm. So I'll just go up there on my own little radar here. It's a bit far away from the radar, but from what we can see on velocities, rotation doesn't appear to be that strong. Fairly weak. It was a bit stronger earlier, and that's why they issued the tornado warning. But as we just said a little bit ago, it has since weakened, but it's still been deemed a threat to the areas that it is currently affecting by the National Weather Service. So if you live in the path of this dangerous storm, please get to shelter immediately. This storm is currently located west of Faith, the city of Faith. And then if we can go south to the Colorado storm that was just tornado warned a short time ago, that would be appreciated.
Okay.
This storm has stronger velocities than the South Dakota one, but they're not the strongest, but they are present there. The storm also has quite the hook, and actually has a classic, very classic shape with the eagle wings. Areas in the path of this storm include Akron, Colorado. If
Let's
you
see
live in
if
the
my
path of
radar
this dangerous storm,
loads.
get to shelter immediately.
Let's see if my streamer loads right. I can go to the SPC to load in that watch for you guys. Of course, there has to be two of them because yes.
There's a tornado on the ground with the Akron storm.
Yeah, I would expect it to be going towards C any second now. Okay. Copy. That's actually a nice tornado. Holy crap. Alright. Vortex. Paste. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Do you have it muted?
Yeah. Okay. Ready. Boom. I'm currently loading in the watches. This might take a bit of time. Keep them entertained, somber.
Yes, well, there has been a bit of a stovepipe-shaped tornado reported with the storm near Akron, Colorado. As we said, there is some decent rotation there. It's actually been strengthening in recent scans. I don't know if you can see that on the stream, though, since Jack is apparently AFK or something.
I'm not AFK.
This...
I'm
Oh,
just
you weren't?
trying to...
Okay. Try to change the velocity.
It's on velocity.
You are on velocity, alright. Well, yeah, it is strengthening a little bit. Not the tightest, but there are some stronger values in there. The storm is moving predominantly north. I just said they just updated the tornado warning on my end. This is now a Tor C. At 3 p.m. Mountain Time, a confirmed tornado is located 10 miles southwest of Akron, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Hazard, damaging tornado and quarter-size hail. Source, weather spotters confirmed tornado. Locations impacted include Akron. Other than Akron, this does appear to be staying over predominantly rural areas, but if you do live in Akron or in any areas in or around that community, please get to shelter. On reflectivity, the storm is still looking quite classic for a supercell. Pronounced hail core. A nice hook there, which indicates rotations and such. as well as the classic eagle wings shape. And then I don't know if Jack is still with me, but I'm gonna go back to the south. I'm gonna go back to the South Dakota storm. This storm, not nearly as classic as the one in Colorado, but it is a bit farther away from radar. It does have a bit of a hook and a hefty hail core. The rotation on this one's actually strengthened in recent scans, unless that's side lobe, which it doesn't really appear to be. But yeah, there's some rotation there. Let me read the text for this. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located 7 miles southeast of Opal or 17 miles southwest of Faith, moving north at 45 miles per hour. Hazard, tornado and golf ball size hail. Source radar indicated rotation. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of northeastern Meade County, southwest of Faith, approximately 10 miles west of Highway 79. So if you do live in the path of this storm, please get to shelter. Yeah. There's also a severe thunderstorm warning along the Nebraska-Wyoming border, north of Scotts Bluff. Oh, that was just canceled. Okay. Alright, as I started talking about it, they canceled it. Well, anyways, gonna go back to the Colorado storm if you could. There's still some rotation with there, still not the strongest. It's still looking pretty classic and good on reflectivity, which you really wouldn't expect it to change that much in such a short period of time. But once again, I'll reiterate this. If you do live in Akron, please get to shelter.
To my knowledge, that's the second tornado they've had within a day. Okay, let's just... Okay, so something has gone... Why is it doing this? Okay, for some whatever reason, it is screwing. Okay, I don't know what exactly is going wrong, so I guess we're just not gonna do watches today. That's interesting. For whatever reason, it's not. Oh God! All right, so seems in the Colorado cell, with the cell nearing Akron, Colorado, the velocity couplet has improved significantly over the past frame. This velocity couplet continues to improve as it moves toward Akron. After Akron, it's really gonna move into extreme rural Colorado here. As if it really wanted to continue after Akron, the next town that would be under fairly significant risk would probably be more like Liff, Proctor, or Fleming, Colorado. So quite a ways before it runs into another population center after Akron, Ohio, after Akron, Colorado. So luckily, this shouldn't affect too many people after it passes through Akron, Colorado. In the meantime, I'm going to try and get you guys the other watch that is up for Colorado, Nebraska, Wyoming, and Kansas. And I'm going to hope that this one works, because the other one did not. And I don't know why. So we're just gonna state tornado. Have this place in Colorado. Boom. This spot in Kansas. Boom. Boom. Okay. Okay. I wish we had Nathan on the stream. He would talk a lot.
The Akron storm continues to look pretty intense on radar, especially on velocities in recent scans. Let me see, how many people live in Akron? So, as of the 2010 census, there is 1,702 people that live within Akron, Colorado. At the moment, it would appear as if the tornado, which as of now does appear to still be on the ground, although I haven't really heard any ground confirmation for a few minutes. It does appear as if it will likely be missing the town to the west. But tornadoes are really hard to predict in regards to exact path.
Yeah. That's about all we can say. We're gonna leave this cell for a while just to get covered on the South Dakota cell, which is currently moving between Maureen and Faith, South Dakota. Currently located northeast of Opal. As it passes whatever highway that is. I honestly don't know what highway that is. Somber? Somber, what highway is it crossing? It seems as the rotation on that cell has indeed more or less been maintaining its strength for the past few frames here. About to cross the highway that runs through Faith and Maureen.
I think it's safe to say at this point that the tornado will miss the bulk of Akron, pretty much due west of there right now.
Okay, if you live on... Let me get up Google Maps so I can actually know what highways I'm talking about here. Google Maps. Scroll out and go to South Dakota. Okay, okay, so I have...
I'm looking at Matt Grantham's stream. I think you might be able... Or is that just my screen?
Alright.
I can't tell, but I feel like you might be able to see something back there.
Okay, if you live on Highway 212 between Faith and Maureen, South Dakota, please take shelter now. Now the tornado should be crossing the highway or about to cross the highway very shortly here. The velocity couplet over the last frame has decreased a bit in intensity. There could be a tornado on the ground crossing Highway 212 between Faith and Maureen, South Dakota.
I just posted a radar image from the Dow 8, Doppler on Wheels 8, which is apparently stationed near Akron. From their radar perspective, it actually looks like the storm has a very mature structure, at least on radar. Very distinct hook.
Yes, and that tornado warning has now been extended up toward near Marin and Atwood, Colorado.
It's no longer Torsi. It no longer has a tornado confirmed tag with it. Just a regular tornado warning, but that doesn't mean you should take it any less seriously. If you live in the path of the storm, please take shelter immediately.
Yes. It is about to pass just to the west of Akron, as its couplet continues to stay reasonably strong. Currently trying to find, so it's to the northwest of Denver.
It wouldn't appear as if any major population centers are really at risk. Within the near term, although the town of Marino is, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, the town of Marino is just outside the tornado warning box. Beyond that, if the tornado or the storm producing it survives and continues to be capable of producing a tornado, the towns of Atwood and Sterling would be at risk. So do keep an eye if you're there.
Yes, this possible tornado is about to cross Highway 34 near Akron, Colorado. So if you live in that region, please take shelter immediately. The tornado is on its way, if it is indeed on the ground. Which correlation coefficient does not suggest any sort of confirmation of a tornado at this time. Just in from the National Weather Service in Rapid City, South Dakota, they have issued a new tornado warning for that cell that was about to cross Highway 212 between Faith and Maureen, South Dakota. So that now includes no major population centers, so that's some good news. But that tornado warning has been extended. If that cell holds itself together, its next impact would be probably Meadow, South Dakota. Moving back to the Colorado cell, as that cell continues to remain strong at this time. If my radar will ever load it. Okay. I should hit up Twitter real quick. Twitter. Alright. Very clear couplet there on radar. Okay, the couplet continues to remain its strength as it nears Highway 63 to the north of Akron, Colorado. There's still a reasonably strong couplet on radar. Gate-to-gate winds of around 100 miles an hour. Yeah, that's about all I can say about it for now. So as of 26 seconds ago, someone intercepted a rain wrap tornado on as it was crossing Highway 34, which is the orange highway here.
In Colorado?
Yes.
Alright, yes. Let me look on
The person
velocities
is
again here.
coming soon.
Velocities are really, really tight in this next scan here. Very tight. So I'd say there's a pretty good chance of a tornado being on the ground right now, although we don't have any, well, we do have ground confirmation. Did you get that off of the, that one Twitter account?
Yes.
Yeah, that, Skywarn account, is that what it is?
No, not Skywarn.
Not Skywarn, I forget what it's called, but there is an account on Twitter that like tells you about reports that have been received. Well, anyways, if that is to be believed, there is probably a tornado on the ground, and radar would back that claim up.
It was Brandon Osterhout.
Oh, I see.
He's on LSM, right? Or live storm chasing, right?
I don't know. If he is, his live stream isn't up right now. The only person, there are actually two people on LSM that are close to this cell right now, Matt Grantham and Eric Fox. And I'm watching Matt Grantham's stream.
Let me see. I'm pretty sure he is. I don't know. I'm probably thinking of there's like 5 Brandons on here, so. Nah, he's not on here. I guess I'll watch Eric Fox's stream. Never mind, he's driving away from it.
There is a photo that I just posted in chat. This is from 8 minutes ago, though, of what appears to be a large tornado from that Akron storm. That is about 9 minutes old now, though, so might not be on the ground anymore. There's also now a large, severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued to the south of the Akron storm for a line of thunderstorms capable of producing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail. Locations impacted by this line of storms include the cities of Lyman, Woodland School, Cottonwood Valley, Last Chance, and Woodrow. If you live in the path of this line of storms, for your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, and wait it out. At the moment, these storms do not pose a risk of producing any tornadoes, although I do kind of see a little bit of a rotation there that could spin up in the future, but that's not the main risk those storms pose at the moment. Yes. Yeah, that telephone game. Nathan told me about it. Although I don't think this is a topic for the live stream right now. Oh, you are?
Okay. So, we're gonna jump back to, Colorado really quickly here, as, this Akron cell, couplet has really taken a plunge. There's not really much of a couplet left. So, now we're gonna move back to South Dakota here.
Still a dangerous storm, though, so do continue to seek shelter if you live in the path of that storm in Colorado. It could always strengthen again. I'll be right back.
Okay. We don't really have any storms that particularly have a very strong rotation currently. This rotation still remains reasonably intense, but Okay, so it appears that Somber has indeed left us this North Dakota cell, North Dakota, South Dakota cell, but the couplet has gotten slightly better, I suppose, but we're now going to go back to this Colorado cell for a bit, as it does appear okay. Okay. Alright, so we have Somber back now, after his about 10-minute leavature. This Colorado cell indeed has weakened substantially still. Still a very broad meso on it. About all I can say about it, so if Somber has anything else to say about the Colorado cell, I'll say on it. If not, then we'll just move back to South Dakota. Yeah. I just did that again.
I don't have.
Okay, we'll move to South Dakota then.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Alright, so as I was saying, don't really have much to say on this cell, other than that it would appear as if it is currently merging with the line that's behind it, which is probably part of the reason that it's beginning to weaken, if not the main reason. It does still pose a bit of a threat, although as we have been saying for a few minutes, it has weakened somewhat. Other than that, I'll just take a look around at some of the other cells in the near vicinity. Aren't really too many other cells that are catching my eye. That line to the south, still producing some strong winds and hail. And then go north. You can go north to the South Dakota cell and start talking about that. Earth's Jack.
Yeah, I'm waiting for radar to load. Okay. This cell has a very tight hook. Looking at velocity, it does seem to have maintained intensity since the... Okay, never mind. It seems that it has indeed weakened substantially. Uh, it is possibly cycling currently. But all I can say about the cell currently. Okay. So Sumber, I'm gonna be right back, okay?
Oh.
I have to do a couple of chores. Try streaming.
Me trying? Okay, I'll try.
Well, as in, like, screen share.
Is it working?
Not yet. No. It's not loading.
Alrighty.
Alright, so you just talk about some stuff. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it on the North Dakota cell on reflectivity. We'll actually just use the entire radar, I guess. Alright, just talk about that.
Alright, yeah, so let me look at radar here real quick. As I don't know if you heard, but Jack is taking, he has to do some stuff real quick, so I'll be taking over the stream for just a short amount of time. There's still some broad rotation present on that cell north of Akron, which is why it continues to be tornado warned. The tornado warning is radar indicated, I do believe it is. Let me see. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of north central Washington and south central Logan counties, which includes Fremont Butte. It's moving northeast. Some communities that could be at risk later on if the tornado warning is extended could include Atwood and Sterling, maybe even Iliff or Padrone. To the south of that, this line of thunderstorms continues to chug on. The threats with that line are predominantly wind and hail oriented. There's also still this tornado warning storm in South Dakota, all by itself up there. This is also radar indicated. Locations impacted by this storm include Chance and Eusta. Overall rotation with that one is also pretty broad and not too horribly strong. There are some other cells in Colorado that we'll have to continue to monitor over the next few hours. There is a tornado watch in effect for much of this area, and a 10% risk of tornadoes moving into the evening. Rotation on the Colorado storm has intensified a little bit in recent scans, although it is not as strong as it was before. Still need to keep a close eye on it, and I really wouldn't be surprised if this tornado warning is extended further. Let me look around here. There seem to be new cells initiating along the front south of Lehman. They could possibly pose a threat later on as they move into the main risk area. Look around here. This isn't really the main risk area, but I'm also just gonna take a little detour down south to Texas. There's a flash flood warning in effect for northeastern DeWitt County in south central Texas and central Gonzales County in south central Texas until 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. At 2:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, a Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rains across the warned area. Between 1 and 3 inches of rain has fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Life-threatening flash flooding. Thunderstorms producing flash flooding. Both of those are the main hazards. Impacts include life-threatening flash flooding of creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Cuero, Gonzales, Yoakum, Cheapside, Hochheim, Concrete, Ammon, Dreyer, Glaze City, Edgar, and Wrightsboro. The damage threat for this is considerable. There is still some rain falling in this area, although it's not that heavy. Much of this region of Texas has experienced extensive and really heavy rains over the past few days, so the soil is awfully saturated, I would assume. It's not too surprising that there's flash flooding occurring there at the moment. Let me go back to Colorado. Yeah. Not too much happening there. Look who it is. It is Nathan. Yeah, so please talk with me. Jack is AFK for a few minutes right now, so I've just been trying to balance this out right now. And as I say that, I'm going to go back to the Akron cell. The tornado warning has been extended for that. Rotation is still present, albeit broad and not as strong as it was back when it was near Akron proper. This new tornado warning includes portions of the cities of Atwood, Sterling, Iliff, and Padrone. Let me look at the wording on this real quick. Severe this warning is until will last until 4:15 p.m. Mountain Time. At 3:41 p.m. Mountain Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located 7 miles southeast of Atwood or 10 miles south of Sterling, moving north at 45 miles per hour. Main hazards include a possible tornado and quarter-size hail. This is a radar-indicated warning, which does mean that a tornado could touch down at any time, although it hasn't been confirmed to be on the ground yet. Locations impacted by this storm include Sterling, Iliff, and Padrone, as we said earlier. If you live in the path of the storm, take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. I think there's a bit of contamination in this most recent scan, so I'm not going to really comment on this. On that, I mean. The cell does appear to have been pretty much ingested by the squall line at this point, but still does pose a bit of a risk. Go back north to the South Dakota cell. There is still some rotation associated with the storm. It still does pose a bit of a risk. Thus, the National Weather Service, and I believe this is Rapid City's warning area. Thus, the National Weather Service in Rapid City has elected to continue the tornado warning. It lasts for another 14 minutes until 4 p.m. Mountain Time for southeastern Perkins County. And then there's still a bit of the southern part of that squall line in Colorado does continue to chug along, still producing some strong winds and hail. Since it's pretty much past Lehman, you're pretty much out of the risk. Now I'd really start to warn people in Genoa, Ariba, maybe even to Flagler. This area is pretty sparsely populated once you get over there. And then I also was talking about the flash flood warning southeast of San Antonio earlier. I don't think there really much has changed there, but there's still flash flooding possible and flash flooding occurring in that area. So if you live in a flood-prone area near the communities of Westhoff, Cuero, Yocum, and Gonzales, please do seek higher ground.
I'm back. And then
Wonderful.
And then I hear someone go, "Yo, come," and I'm like, "Oh God."
Let's never speak of this.
What?
Are we muted, Jack?
Huh?
Are we muted, Jack?
No, I didn't meet you guys.
Okay, let's not talk about that. Well, anyways. How's it going, Nathan?
As any other Sunday would be going, boring, and I don't know what to do.
Okay. Well, anyways, you can talk about some stuff, Jack, if you'd like.
Nothing much to really talk about.
It's a bit quiet at the moment. I've just been reiterating the same stuff over and over again for the past 30 minutes. But yes, if you do live in the path of these dangerous storms that we've talked about, please take the proper safety precautions and listen to law enforcement and the National Weather Service, and you'll be safe.
There's a 60-mile-long severe thunderstorm warning.
And of course, currently for me it is 90 degrees, and that's a bit hot.
It is 92 for me. Oh, wow. how wonderful.
What?
You know how NASA Wallops is launching their next rocket between 9 and midnight on Wednesday.
Yeah.
The
Cloudy.
forecast between 9 and 12 is thunderstorms.
Let's see. I have
Awesome.
mostly to partly cloudy.
I know they have one in June, and if it happens at the same time I go to Wildwood, that's... Hang on, let me check. You keep talking about weather. '29, 429.
I wish we could show this on stream, but I don't believe we are allowed to. But I did just post in our little weather and climatology weather chat of what appears to be a nice little stovepipe tornado near Woodrow, Colorado, earlier this afternoon. Mainly over rural areas, which is what we like to see.
Whoa, I like that.
Yeah, pretty nice picture.
Bit menacing.
Hopefully these tornadoes, if they do continue to occur today, they do stay over predominantly rural areas like this one like that one did. I mean, that'll be great for everyone involved.
Meanwhile, in the Central Atlantic, I know we're quite a bit late on this, but Tropical Storm Ana has now weakened to a tropical depression and should become a remnant low later on tonight or early tomorrow morning. Ana increased the streak of pre-seasonal storms from 6 to 7. Unironically, it was the first storm in the 7-year sequence, as tropical storm or subtropical storm Ana from 2015 was the first one in the 7-year streak. Anyway, back to severe weather. 2 tornado warnings are still in effect. One for portions of South Dakota and the other one for portions of Colorado. So, if you guys are under one of those 2 warnings, please seek shelter immediately. Yeah, I don't exactly know what to say considering no one else is talking, so,
Well,
yeah.
because, Jack, there's not much happening.
That's a fair point.
There's a tornado warning storm moving into the town of Chance.
Which storm?
I believe that's the South Dakota one.
Yeah, the South Dakota one.
The Colorado one is moving to increasingly subpar radar coverage. It's not nearly as clear as it was earlier. There's a pretty large radar hole, actually, along the Colorado-Nebraska border, so that's not really too surprising.
And for anyone wondering, that's not on the southern border of that. It's not where Colorado is south of Nebraska. It is the east-west border. As there is a radar in Cheyenne, Wyoming, so.
This could have existed earlier, but I'm not sure. But there is a severe thunderstorm warning for Fort Stockton in Texas.
Yeah, there is probably one. Yeah. That's good coverage on that, I guess. Of course, the closest effing radar is Midland, so. There's a couple of cells.
I have to go. I'll probably return soon.
Okay. Where are you going? Did he leave?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know that CA meeting?
No.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a CA meeting today, and I'm like...
Talking about starting it
Where?
in the in the Snapchat.
Oh.
I wouldn't say cut the stream early to go to that.
I mean, we'll cut it if they cancel these 2 tours, because, I mean...
There's really nothing happening.
the stream has been going for about an hour now, so... and we did get 1 confirmed tornado out of it, so, I mean...
And a pretty damn good one.
Yeah. And I'm honestly half paying attention, half watching the hockey games, so... yeah. Alrighty. Probably should got IAM open. Alright. IAM, I love. Okay, good, it works. Alright. Go ahead. Alrighty, so I need... Denver. Oh, why is there 2? I don't like that. Okay, yeah, I got the right one. And then I need... I think Grand Rapids, is it? Oh no, Rapid City. Okay. Yeah, so this warning goes to 3. So 5:42. It's gonna go till 15. So, depending on how this goes, yeah, that's about all I can say. Now,
Oh,
neither
that's why
tornadoes.
Somber had to go.
He had to go to the meeting, I think.
He is running the meeting.
Oh. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. All right. They have issued 2 tornado warnings.
Two additional?
Mm-hmm. One of them ends at 2245 Z.
The velocities on the Sterling tornado warning look to have slightly improved.
Okay. Wait, can I actually get the Dow radar? Oh, no, never
That'd
mind.
be cool. Oh.
Never mind. Shut up. Well, they're listed here. I would love to get the Dow. That would be awesome if I could get information from the Dow. That'd be that'd make an interesting stream. But no, we don't have. All right, I have to add the polling again. Okay, so tornado warning has been issued for Pringle, Custer,
Pringle. I love Pringles.
and Hermosa, South Dakota. They confirmed one with a pretty substantial BWER right now is approaching Meadow. So yeah. And I don't see any what. I'm gonna hope that side lobe. Otherwise, we got a interesting anticyclonic.
Oh, actually, it could be. I don't know. So the tornado warning that I believe is in South Dakota, in Pringle, South Dakota is moving into Rapid City, South Dakota. So, of course, if you're in the storm, you should be in cover. If you're ahead of the storm, you should hopefully be in cover. And let's see, what other towns are in the warning? Custer and Hermosa. And then ahead of that, you got Keystone, Colonial, Pine Hills, Green Valley, Rapid City. So yeah. Of course, in addition to the enhanced risk, there's another area on the other side of the country. In New England, I believe there's a marginal risk.
Yeah,
There looks to be only one. There appears to be only one truly defined cell, and it is near Mansfield, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Pennsylvania,
We
Pennsylvania.
have a confirmed tornado on the ground with the storm in Perkins County.
Perkins County.
That one is to the north. The one that is approaching Meadow, South Dakota.
Meadow, I see this. Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, it had good velocities there for a second. Tight couplet.
So yes, a tornado warning, or a tornado has been reported on the ground with cell. Yeah. Well, that was at 3:52, so that was 10 minutes ago. Someone reported a tornado.
So chances are
It's lifted.
It may have lifted by now, but we
that does
can't.
not mean it is not still on the ground.
Yeah,
Yes, so if you live in Meadow or Shade Hill, South Dakota, please seek shelter now. There's a potential tornado currently on the ground. Denver has continued their tornado warning. It will likely expire at 4:15 Mountain Daylight Time or 6:15 p.m. EDT. Don't exactly know why I just did that conversion. Let me get on YouTube real quick so I can go to studio. Okay, we're live. Sweet. Okay. Live. We currently have 3 views. And room. Let me open up this real quick to make sure you've seen this channel before. Huh. Oh, wait, did you get like a notification we were going live and then you...
No, the call started 2 times, so I joined.
Oh. Of course, my hockey game has to go into double OT. Because that's how this game works. Anyway.
There's a town in Pennsylvania called Sylvania.
There it goes. They have updated that tornado warning to match the tornado report. So again, a tornado warning. Tornado. All right, hold on. I'll over and check it. A tornado warning has been confirmed on the ground.
And it is
confirmed.
quite nice looking.
How do you know?
Because I have this thing called Twitter.
Where? What?
Chat.
Let's see here. Yeah. That's a nice looking tour there. Continues. Alright. So all these tornado warnings have been continued. Currently, the one that could have hit Chester does appear to be strengthening quite a bit as it moves more than likely to the south of Rapid City. Rapid City should definitely still be under high alert as this tornado could move through town, but it seems more likely to miss to the south at this point. Okay, Storm Chaser reported tornado at 4:03 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, but that would be 6:03 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So there's still a likely tornado on the ground moving into the town of Meadow. So if you live in Meadow, seek shelter now. There's likely a tornado currently on the ground.
The one near Sterling is really going now.
Taking a look at the Colorado cell, as you heard my colleague Nathan here say, he said it was getting its act together. In the meantime, Custer ASOS reported a 68 mile an hour wind gust, so very strong winds moving through with that cell currently moving through Custer, South Dakota. My radar is a dumbass and didn't, so well. I'm going to get you guys the best look at this. It's not going to look good, but it's going to be the best I can do. Assuming my thing does not crash. Alright. Keep in mind this will be looking up probably, I'd guess around 30,000 feet. Again, that's an estimate based on the distance. I also have no clue. Yeah. Yeah, a very, very broad meso currently. However, we are scanning almost 10,000 feet up. This is off by a considerable amount. But whatever. So it's getting, about 10,000 feet up. There's a reasonably broad meso. Going back to the confirmed tornado in whatever, right in South Dakota. Of course, it's gonna go to the wrong radar.
Well, what do you call it? The Pringle cell is
Okay, alright. I can't get you guys a good look on the Colorado cell, but it has now been confirmed on the ground. Just to let you know, I can't get a good view on it, but it has been confirmed on the ground. Actually, it's a PDS tornado warning. So I guess I'll flip to that, but I can't get you guys a very good look at it. I guess they just have a different radar. I don't know. But we will switch to the Colorado cell really fast here. They just extended the warning. So if you live in Proctor and Crook, Colorado, please seek shelter immediately. Sterling, you guys should be in the clear at this time. Weather spotters probably confirmed a large tornado, or at least a considerably strong tornado. We will try and get you an image of it. Yeah, that's about all we can do.
Hang on. Very, very hard to tell, but it seems the tornado warning in South Dakota, south of Rapid City, might have had a brief TDS. Oh, and there's a new tornado warning in northern South Dakota. Unless it's been there.
It's been there, and it's confirmed. I'm currently scrolling through Twitter to try and find a...
Oh yeah, it's that one. Okay, yeah.
Ports, few 70 mile an hour wind gust, a 60 and a 60, so I'm gonna switch back to try and find this tornado for you. Tornado, I guess, is what I could look up. latest. Okay, yep. I want to see the tour. Phase PDS tour. CC drop near Custer, possibly. Currently still looking for this tornado for you guys. Nah. I don't see it yet. Yeah, I don't see the tornado. I'll get back with you guys if we do find it, but for the time being, I'm going to go back to South Dakota here. As a potential tornado could be dropping currently just to the north and east of Custer. Rapid City has now issued a new tornado warning, as you see here. That includes the town of Keystone. That's about it. And that one goes until 4:45 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Yeah. Alright. Somber might be rejoining us soon. Yeah. And Somber is now back with us. And just to let you know, Somber, you are muted currently.
I do know that.
Okay. Just making sure.
I do have an image of a tornado.
Send it.
Confirmed tornado on the ground near Faith, South Dakota, it would appear.
Yeah, there have been... That one's already a confirmed tornado warning. Yeah. I saw this, but that appears to be the previous tornado that you sent. Like, they look the same. Somber, does that have an image?
No.
I'm trying to... I'm still trying to find an image of that tornado. Yeah, that's about all I can say right now. I still can't find it. I'm gonna go to LSM and see if anyone is currently streaming. Well, that is on that cell. And then so that question is no. Okay, that's cursed. Alright, so it is they currently have a confirmed PDS tornado warning and and some snow showers ongoing in the same state at the same time. So that's reasonably cursed. Yeah.
Alright, so I'll just you go on radar, Jack. Go to the Ilif storm if you could.
Which one?
The Ilif storm in Colorado. Looks
What
like
radar?
the Denver one.
Okay.
Nice little comma head there, it appears. Makes sense. That lines up pretty good with the rotation, which is fairly intense.
I'm sure both Hank and Reed are probably there because...
Reed lives in Colorado, so he's here.
True.
Somewhere.
And well, the tornado warning is going towards Sydney. I guess that's Nebraska. Yeah,
Hmm.
And
Sydney, Nebraska.
Sydney's a fairly sizable city, if I remember correctly. Let me see.
And
What's the
Sydney was
population?
where Hank and Reed took that meetup photo.
Oh yeah, there's 6,757 people that live in Sydney, Nebraska.
Which, by the
Now,
way, if Reed and Hank was a chase team, that would be that'd be awesome.
it would. Now,
But
let's go back
it was
north
the Hank aspect of completely calm, no talk stuff.
to the
Their chase styles are entirely different.
the Keystone Storm. This storm, I have to keep a close eye on it because as it progresses further to the northeast, it could come into close contact with Rapid City. This storm appears to it had stronger rotation earlier, still fairly notable, a bit broad though. That tornado warning there continues for the Keystone area until, let me see.
4:45.
Yeah, this storm is also capable of producing extensive straight-line wind damage.
That has been observed in Chester, where a 70-mile-an-hour wind gust was reported.
Custer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me go back. That does make sense. It looks like some strong winds did come through there back a while ago. Then we'll go further north to that long track supercell that's been barreling through central South Dakota for a while. This does have a tornado confirmed with it. At 4:04 p.m. Mountain Time, a confirmed tornado is located 4 miles southeast of Chance or 30 miles north of Faith, moving north at 35 miles per hour. This is a public confirmed tornado. There's also some 1-inch hail possible at that storm. This is pretty far away from radar, so it doesn't really look that impressive on reflectivity or velocities, which does make sense with, as I just said, it's with it being very far from radar. Some areas that are also at risk include Meadow, and maybe later on Lemon or Lehman and White Butte. We'll have to see if they extend it. There's also a severe thunderstorm warning in Texas, with for Fort Stockton, to be more specific, for the threat of 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail. If you could, Jack, go back to the Colorado storm. We'll see how that's going. Still some pretty strong rotation by the looks of it, although this is in the upper levels, seeing as it's pretty high up in the atmosphere, so that may not be going all the way to the ground, but it also could be. Not sure. Let's I'll look at CC, although with it being far away from the radar, of course, it's not always the most accurate thing in the world. There is still a nice little come ahead thingy there.
I have some news. The tornado warning for Custer County, South Dakota, has now been canceled, and the tornado warning that is about to enter North Dakota has been downgraded to a radar-indicated tornado warning. So,
do you mean Nebraska?
No, South Dakota.
Yeah, moving into North Dakota.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, I see. And then the one in Colorado is still PDS, is it?
Yeah, I have not received any word on that cell currently.
At 4:09 p.m. Mountain Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado is located 6 miles northeast of Sterling, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Locations impacted include Sterling, Iliff, Crook, and Proctor. To repeat, a large and extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Alongside the obvious tornado threat, there's also the possibility of 1.5-inch hail with this storm. So if you do, yeah. Also, it does appear as if the NWS office ahead of this one has gone ahead and issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Sydney for this upcoming storm that does currently have the PDS tornado warning. They even have a tornado possible tag on that. For that one, they have 70-mile-per-hour winds and 150-inch hail. Did I really just say that? 1.5-inch hail as a threat, mainly. It's a risk, I suppose I should say. That does include Sydney and Lodgepole. Eventually, as this tornado warning does, as the circulation does continue to move north, that will likely be upgraded to a tornado warning if this velocity couplet does continue to stay steadfast in its strength, and if storm chasers continue to report a tornado on the ground at that. So we'll continue to keep you posted on that one. I'm going to go back north to Rapid City. Let me see. I do believe there is a...
That tornado warning is cancelled.
Yeah. Looking on radar. It looks like there's some contamination there. I think that's mainly like side lobe contamination, seeing as it's not even really within the storm. It's an area of clear air, unless that velocity was behind reflectivity, or ahead of reflectivity, which is a possibility, but I'm not going to make any assumptions. And then before I hand this off to Nathan and Jack again, there's also that flash flood warning in Texas continues to remain active. Rain there does appear to be lightening off, although probably still a few sprinkles in that general area. Once again, some towns impacted by this storm include, by this flood threat, I should say, include Cerro, Gonzales, Uwacum, Cheapside, Hochheim, Concrete, Hammond, Dreyer, Glay City, Edgar, and Wrightsboro. And the damage threat with that flash flood warning is considerable. So yes, Jack, you can do whatever.
So, a new severe thunderstorm warning was just issued for Custer, Lawrence, Meade, and Pennington County, South Dakota. Here it is loaded in, I do believe. Doesn't really look like Fort County. Oh, there it is. And this will include the city of Rapid City. Would not be shocked if there is a tornado possible tag on this. No, there is not. Interesting choice.
What storm is this?
And now there's another severe thunderstorm warning for Buddy County, Meade, and Pennington counties, also in South Dakota. Sorry if I'm pronouncing Buddy wrong. Butte. So, and the tornado warning has now been canceled for Pennington, South Dakota. So for now, Rapid City, I would think, is in the clear. Yeah, okay, so that's holy. They're issuing some absolutely massive severe thunderstorm warnings today. I guess storm motions are extremely quick here. Only 55, which really isn't that fast. We have a new tornado warning in Colorado. Probably an extension of the PDS warning, which it seems as though the PDS tag and the confirmed tag have been dropped from that warning, or will be dropped once the warning gets canceled. So, that does not mean that the tornado is not on the ground and it's not dangerous. They just do not have any confirmation currently to warrant those tags. And there it is loaded in. I would expect NWS I'd expect the NWS to continue this tornado warning into south. I don't even know what that would count as. Okay, this the south central part of the panhandle of Nebraska. That's the location. I'd expect an extension of that tornado warning to go. And I have 3 pings. Sure can do. Here you are, Somber.
What's that? Oh.
The link was also on our Discord. Link to join that is in the description of the stream. Yeah, I don't really have much to say, even knowing there are 2 tornado warnings currently ongoing. However, both of which are in a pretty bad radar hole currently. Cheyenne, alright. Let me add that one to my list of ones I need to add. SCHYE, I think it is. Oh. Alright, so this is confusing. Alright, so this one currently is not PDS. However, the one that was issued by NWS Cheyenne is. I would treat both of these tornado warnings as a particularly dangerous situation. As this one does move into the panhandle of Nebraska as a PDS tornado warning. However, no one has confirmed that it is still on the ground. Therefore,
We're just assuming it is.
Therefore, it does not have a tornado confirmed tag on it.
I would like to say that this warning does include the city of Lodgepole. If you live in the city of Sydney, it would appear as if this possible tornado, will miss you to the east, which is very good. But if you do know anyone on Jack, what is this highway that runs to Sydney? It's an interstate, I believe.
It is. Interstate 80 and 30 is the one north of it.
Yes. If you do know anyone traveling on Interstate 80 or 30, in this general vicinity in between Sydney, Lodgepole, and Chapel, please do give them a heads up regarding the situation. Tell them to pull over, get in a hopefully a substantial and sturdy structure. That'll keep them safe during this.
It is. This tornado is currently moving through the worst possible region, as it is moving through 3 CWAs at once. Alright, hold on. This can take a while. Alright. NWS Denver has issued a tornado warning for Crook and Proctor, Colorado. NWS Cheyenne has issued a tornado warning for Lodgepole and Sunol. NWS North Palette has issued a tornado warning for.
I believe that's
West
North
Chapel.
Platte. North Platte.
Probably.
Would like to note this: NWS Cheyenne's warning, as Jack said earlier, is PDS, but the other two warnings issued by NWS Denver and NWS North Platte are not. Bit of an odd occurrence there. If we do look on velocities real quick, let me look at that. It would appear as if rotation has strengthened fairly quite a bit in recent scans.
Which warning?
The PDS one.
Okay.
Yes, right there. A bit tighter than previous scans.
Of course, I'm on the wrong radar.
I'm on NWS Cheyenne's radar at the moment. That one is giving the best look at the storm.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna mention what radar I was just on.
Were you on NWS North Platts?
No.
Denver?
Worse. I was on frickin' Rapid City because I was covering that one, and then
That one doesn't even cover that supercell,
it
Jack.
actually does. It hits it.
I can't see it. Oh yeah, there it is. You can't see it on velocities, but you can see it on reflectivity, which just goes to show how high the cloud tops are shooting off of this. They're going so high that a radar, let me see, about 200 miles away can see it. Pretty impressive, if I do say so myself.
I'm wondering that these echo tops are probably in the at least 40,000s, if not 50,000s. Yeah, 41,000 feet.
Yeah.
Not too shocking there, considering we can actually see it from a radar. Let me get a distance for you. I don't actually know how far that is. I don't think anyone does. Alright, let's see if I can even do. I don't know how to do distance on this, and I don't really feel like it, so. NWS Rapid City has expired their tornado warning for Perkins, South Dakota. So the only cell that is currently tornado warned is in 3 different CWAs. That would be NWS Denver, NWS Cheyenne, and NWS North Platte. If you live near Crook, Lodgepole, Sunol, and Chapel, in the respective states, please seek shelter immediately as a tornado is headed your way.
You do.
I muted you for a second on the screen so we can. Oh god,
Okay.
I just got massively pinged on IM.
Oh, you did? Well, anyways. Well, now that Jack has...
It was an MCD, don't worry.
Yeah. Well, now that Jack has stopped muting me, The tornado warning that was issued for that storm north of Meadow, South Dakota, has been canceled. Tornado warning still continued for the storm near Sydney, however. Let me look at velocities again. Looks pretty broad. Could be a bit tighter at the base, but yeah, still pretty worthy of a tornado warning, if you ask me. There's also a severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued for Rapid City, South Dakota. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a nice shelf cloud associated with that. I might get on Earth cams and look at that. That storm's warned for 60-mile-per-hour winds and quarter-size hail.
I'm gonna do another
There's
check
also
on live storm
there's-
chasing.
There's also a supercell ahead of that line. That's severe warned.
Literally no one is on that cell.
That one's producing ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So just
Expires. Alright. So yes, they updated the the severe thunderstorm warning. 60-mile-an-hour wind, 1-inch hail. Yeah. And continue the other tornado warning as well. How high up are we looking? 10,000 feet. That's ridiculous. Honestly, I think they should put a radar by Agalia or Bay Springs. That would fix this radar gap really quite nicely, to be honest.
probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
We were talking about this on another stream, but radars really aren't that expensive to make, but they just take forever to build. Okay, I am now coming off my peak of 90 degrees, I'd hope. I'm down to 89. Let's see here. Continues tornado warning for Colorado. Alright. So all of this will expire in about 30 minutes. Yeah. There's no guarantee that all this will expire. But, yeah. Okay. There has now been a reported land spout on the boundary south of the main mezzo. Okay. That makes a lot of some sense, actually. Alright. Cheyenne has continued their PDS tornado warning. That's a bit interesting, considering the fact that the other two warnings are not PDS. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I'm doing a stream check. Alright, looks good to me for now. Washington, Colorado. Where the hell's that? Is that this? Okay. So, Washington County, Colorado has now gotten a tornado warning until 5 p.m. I don't know where that county is, so yeah. Somber? Oh, okay.
Hi.
It is now loaded in. Alright, so that's...
Oh, yeah. Down near Akron. Akron.
That's
Serious thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Elba, 16 miles south of Akron, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Locations impacted include Otis, Elba, and Platner. Take cover now. Move to a basement or interior room in the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest potential shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
okay. Matt Graham is in Cope, Colorado right now.
Crook?
Cope.
Cope?
Cope.
Cope?
Yes.
Well, I'm not gonna cope. You have to cope.
Exactly.
Cope with me.
He's got a nice sup with an anvil on it. Interesting. Unfortunately, we can't show that stream as it is not for broadcast. And we personally do not want to get cancelled, so yeah. And of course, Reed Timmer went into the circulation of another tornado. Not surprised.
Are we even surprised? No, we aren't.
Okay, well, we now have a very dead period where literally nothing is going on right now. Well, just about nothing in the fact of that we can't really get any data. I'm going to launch another GR2A and then zoom. So we are going to Windows, warnings, color. Of course. I'd love to use the Dow, but I can't. And just while this warning is currently loading, if I actually don't open radar files, please. Alright, thank you. Start. Alright. Alright, there, Okay, nothing much there. Okay. I've now received another ding. Alright. 2020 for Logan County, Colorado has now been cancelled. And that's there. And that's about the only change that has happened in the past 10 minutes. So, Somber, do you have anything to really say?
Really not much, other than a funnel was recently reported in, let me see here.
Ariba, Colorado.
Yeah, Ariba, yeah, by Paul M. Smith.
And I don't know where Ariba, Colorado is.
I have no idea myself.
Back to Google Maps.
Let me post that in chat there, if it will let me. There we are. So you can see that image. I don't think we're allowed to use it on stream, which is a shame, but we can. It will be alright. Yep.
Yeah, oh. Alright, Rapid City has updated severe thunderstorm warning and continued another one. Cheyenne has another ping pong size hail reports. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I have received a few more dings. Continues the PDS thing that are likely to go through the end of its expiration time. Despite the cell moving out of the warned area, which is kind of interesting. But they have actually shaved a considerable portion off of it toward the south side. Yeah. They continued the tornado warning. I would not be shocked if they too also shaved a portion off of this warning as well. Alright, so the tornado watch has been canceled for Adams, Approach, Elbert, Lincoln, Morgan, and Weld counties, Colorado. The other counties have been continued. The public has also reported half-inch and inch hail. Yeah, that's about all I can say. Yeah. Uh, there's a new tornado warning until 7:15 p.m. now. Or not 7:15 rather, 5:15 Mountain Daylight Time for Washington County. So that's, yeah.
What?
Yeah, that is a continuation of the earlier tornado warning that included Otis. This new one includes Otis, Planter, and that's it. So it is moving into a very low population density region of Colorado and into the radar hole. So, yeah. Okay. Somber, why did you leave the call?
I felt like it.
There's nothing really going on right now, so. Because, to be honest, kind of want to get to that meeting.
You don't?
I don't like missing meetings. And if I leave the call, they won't be able to hear you. The PDS tag has been dropped from the Cheyenne tornado warning. So Somber, are you just gonna end the stream here, or we're gonna continue this?
Please.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes to what?
End the stream because there's nothing to talk about.
So that'll end it for the stream. Goodbye.